Hey folks, I have an Alto ukulele to show you today. This is a gift for this customer's father, who's from Puerto Rico, and he actually wanted to send me a piece of wood to use for the instrument. And I rarely say yes to that, but then I learned more about this wood and got a sample of it, and I was pretty into it. It's called Tamarind. It's a tree that originally comes from Asia, but is now spread all throughout the tropics, all around the world, including Central America, the Caribbean, South America, and it's a food and medicine tree. So, I like to use orchard woods in general because the lumber is a byproduct of feeding people. And the story of how this tree has spread all the way around the world was inspiring to me. And you can see it's got these like blue and black and gray streaks in it. That's spalting. Spalting is like fungus. It's because these logs are typically harvested from the forest floor. So it's kind of a sustainable harvest as well. And that color palette inspired me to choose some of my yellow cedar for the top. This is yellow cedar from the beach at Camp Westwind. It also is spalted. And this log floated down from Canada somewhere and ended up in Oregon, which is where I got it. So these two together, they look good and they match as kind of woods that are migrants. I used yellow cedar for the neck as well with a maple stripe. And more tamarind up here at the head plate. Now for the bridge, something new. I was inspired to try a new kind of wood for this. The first reason is because I wanted a wood that thematically matched the idea of the instrument. But also, I had just gotten a big box of scraps of this wood from the Carpenter Ant Stash in Portland. This wood is teak. That's a tropical wood I wouldn't normally buy. It's a really expensive wood, and it's highly sought after by boat builders. So, finding a box of scraps of it, I was inspired to try it. And as a boat building wood, it kind of also is a wood of traveling and immigration. So I just thought it would be fun to try. And it's a dense hardwood that's a little bit oily, and it's good for fretboards. I probably will keep using it as we go forward for those customers who want the traditional dark fretboard look. So yeah, I used curly maple to bind it all around. And I just think the color palette and the theme of the instrument just really came together. I'm really happy with it. It's got a good dynamic range. I can play like soft and loud really easily. I really like that. Yellow cedar for the top is good. It's kind of in between spruce and red cedar. So yeah, that is number 807. Cheers.